Good evening. Here's a little story from my misspent youth. There might be one or two swear words in it, so you've been warned. That Sheriff Hamilton at Aberdeen Crown Court has sent me to Craiginches Prison for a month on remand. What a bastard. And here's me thinking he liked me. Well, he treated me fairly the first time I was up before him. No, not the first time. I should have said the last time. We're old friends, him and me. Anyway, so I thought he was my friend, but turns out to be a right miserable old sod. Put me away for a month. Only on remand. Although I've got to admit that the last time he did tell me it was my last chance. But I ain't done nothing wrong this time. Straight up. No, honest. Fighting again. But it weren't my fault. What are you supposed to do if someone starts on you? Walk away, the police say. But fuck that. You get some bastard sticking a knife in your back if you did that. Or a bottle over your head at least. I ain't walking away. Or turning me back. I ain't fucking mental. I always get the blame when these things happen. It's because of my English accent. They hate me, the police do. I've only got to open my mouth and they start thinking, English bastard. I ain't even English. I was just brought up there. Blame me mum and dad for that. Talk about fucking racist. Me mum ain't in court. She never is. Oh, she says, I'm not going into that place. As if she's some kind of saint herself. Fergie's here though. Good old Fergie. He's me mum's boyfriend, or at least he was until mum got married. I think she's lying about husband number 5 at the moment. Seriously. But anyway, Fergie's still around. I don't ask questions. None of my business. Fergie knows Craiginches Prison too. He's done regular time there. It's only a month, Johnny boy, he calls out as they take me down. Only a month. I hope he's right. But it all depends on the psychiatric and probation reports, whether I get a custodial sentence or not. They make you strip off, buck naked in front of everyone. I feel really nervous. It's bloody freezing cold in the reception. And to make me even more self-conscious, me knob's gone into hiding. So I cover me shame with me hands and stand there shivering alongside all the other naked cons. Then you have a bath. Thank God for that. It's a big deep bath and it's hot. Bloody lovely sitting in that. And me knob's back to normal. Only allowed a few minutes in there though. Then you have to get out and line up for the doctor. Still naked. How you feeling? He says. I tell him I'm okay. He cups my balls. off, he says. Next. That's it, medical over. On remand, you can wear your own clothes, but I only have what I'm standing up in, and my shirt's got blood on it, so I have to wear prison issue. Scratchy, but you get used to it. This prison, Craiginches, is the proverbial shithole. You know, the one you read about in books. I'm in a cell of my own, luckily. It's flaking dark green paint at the bottom of the walls, and halfway up, it's a flaking dirty cream paint. Some of the artwork scratched into the paint is quite good. And as far as my limited knowledge of the female anatomy goes, it's all anatomically correct. Although the short descriptive words used might be frowned upon in more refined quarters. There's a small window high enough up that I can't look through it. Not that there's anything to see except grey granite walls, and it only opens up a bit at the top anyway. It's a horsehair mattress, hard and lumpy and old. God knows its history, but I don't want to. That night, at lights out, despite the screams and cries of some of the more demented cons, I somehow drift off to sleep whilst giving up a short, but nevertheless heartfelt prayer to Jesus. Please don't let me get a custodial sentence. I had a strong liking for God and Jesus at that time of my life, especially at times of great stress. The thought of having to do an 18-month stretch in this place filled me with horror. Jesus had saved me a few times in the past, so my faith in him was sincere. Next morning, at exercise in the yard, this con comes up to me. He's a small, weaselly-looking bloke. He's straight at it, acting hard, you know. You got a Joey coming, he snarls at me. I ain't got a clue what he's on about. It will look like it's from your mum, he goes on, but it's mine, see? You hand it over to me. I stare at him blankly. What's he on about? Then the penny drops. He knows I'm on remand, so I might get a parcel. A Joey, they call it in there. And he's trying to blag it off me. Probably tries it on with all the first timers on remand. I'm still a bit nervous and don't know what the score is, so I find myself agreeing to hand over the parcel from my mum when it arrives. I'm on safe ground here, because there ain't no chance of me getting a parcel from anyone, ever. A few days later, when he asks me about the Joey, I'm much more confident in myself and I tell him to fuck off out of it. Which he does. It's the longest month of my life in that shithole. Back in front of Sheriff Hamilton. He gives me 2 years probation. I was happy enough about that. At least it wasn't a custodial sentence. But I mean, come on. I never even did nothing wrong. Except not walk away from a fight. That's not a bloody crime, is it? Hope you enjoyed that little tale. And I hope I see you again soon. Take care. Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.